Warriors, I welcome you to this channel and I welcome you to another important video. Before I get into it, please subscribe, hit the bell for all the notifications so that I can help guide you towards becoming more than anxiety. And in today's video, we are discussing a major problem. And the problem is connected to what we know as being health anxiety or hypochondria. What's the problem? The problem is the misunderstanding when it comes to health anxiety. That's it. That's the problem. And in today's video, I'm going to give you different perspectives. I'm going to give you perspectives in terms of friends and family members, strangers, professionals, and even the sufferer's perspective when it comes to health anxiety, so that we can have a better grasp in terms of where our weaknesses are and how we can turn those weaknesses into strengths so that we can help health anxiety sufferers move from suffering to inner peace. My friends, I used to wake up every single day, hoping that nightfall would show up very quickly. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't want to be alive. I didn't want to experience these debilitating symptoms, bodily, physical symptoms, symptoms of overthinking, feelings, emotions, suppressed childhood traumas. I was tired and I was carrying around this emotional weight, and anytime I looked for help, it seemed like the help was just not very helpful. These, when it comes to a health anxiety sufferer's pains and distresses, these are unconsciously manifested symptoms that the sufferer misinterprets as real structural, physical issues. And they wake up every single day being very sensitized to their bodies, misinterpreting a twinge, misinterpreting a mole, misinterpreting a pain, and perceiving all these things as physical, structural issues that are going to get them soon enough. But that soon enough never seems to arise, and yet a health anxiety sufferer seems to always be on guard, always alert, always looking for the very next thing that may end it all. What's the result? The result is prevention in all aspects of life. A health anxiety sufferer goes about their day looking to prevent others from seeing their symptoms and experiencing their own pains out of the fear of judgment that it may bring on from others. They prevent new experiences from arising. They never move towards new experiences because in the back of their minds and within their subconscious minds and bodies, they get the sense that they shouldn't. If they do embark on something new, a new experience, they have a feeling that it's not going to go well, and therefore they live within comfort zones, the same thoughts every single day, the same belief systems, the same clothes, the same habits every day, the same job, the same path to work, the same friends, the same everything. And they've attached a whole lot of certainty, comfort, and familiarity to these things, and the idea of something new is just too far-fetched. And the one thing that health anxiety sufferers need to realize is that their symptoms are transient. They come and they go, although it doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem that way because we're so overly focused on them. What happens when we're 100% focused on nature, sounds, things we can see, people that we're mingling. What happens to the symptom? It's not there. These are transient symptoms. They come and they go. And we must see them as so. And let's understand what the perspectives are that is causing this societal misunderstanding around health anxiety. From a sufferer's perspective, my friends, they are experiencing a combination of anger, sadness, guilt, confusion, and many times these are traced back to childhood experiences. The anger is, oh my God, why do I have this? I shouldn't have this. The sadness is my life going to be like this all the time for the rest of my life? The guilt is, oh my goodness, I'm letting myself down. I'm wasting time and I'm bringing my family and friends down as well. And when it comes to confusion, there's just so much information out there. Everyone's tugging at you from all corners. It's this way. No, it's this way. No, it's that way. You must follow my plan. No, you must follow my strategy. Be gentle on yourself. Be compassionate towards yourself. This is not easy, but it is definitely doable when we can simplify and follow just a few set rules and structures for healing. What's the perspective of professionals? Now, when it comes to professionals, I want you to understand that this is my own experience and nobody else's. When I went to a professional, I had the sense that they felt like my health anxiety was a silly idea based around the need for more attention. A silly idea based around the need for more attention. That's the feeling I got. And I like to think of myself now as being somebody that can read physiological subtle signs. Someone doesn't have to say anything directly to me for me to understand what they may be thinking and how they may be perceiving me. This interpretation, this perception did not help me because health anxiety is not a silly idea. Health anxiety is not something that we consciously want to keep within us, although the inner child or the subconscious mind doesn't want things to change. It wants you to focus on the fear of things rather than focusing on being happy, inner peaceful, because neither of those things promote any kind of action or preparation. Now that is important. Why do we stay in this realm? Well, we feel prepared, don't we? We feel alert. And we feel like if the worst were to happen, at least I'd be a few steps ahead, right? Very, very important. So that's my perspective. That is my perspective in terms of my visits with professionals out there that help with anxiety. Your experience may be different. That's mine. Friends and family's perspectives. They see it as a sign of weakness, many of them, not all of them. Many of them see it as a sign of weakness and something the sufferer should get over already. Don't you think a health anxiety sufferer wishes to get over this? Consciously, they logic themselves into thinking about things differently. They will themselves, motivating themselves to do the right things for themselves. They're constantly looking to affirm the right perspective in any given moment. They're constantly looking to strengthen their rational thinking towards their fears. But they always seem to be brought back to the same thing. The original core belief that says, hey, stand on guard because you just don't know what this may mean. And so I want you to comment below and tell me, does your family, do your friends take this perspective where they see it as a sign of weakness? And sometimes they even say, hey, he should get over it already. She should get over it already. Hey, just breathe past it. These people have very good intentions. They really do. They come from a loving place and they want nothing more than for you to be healed from health anxiety. But if you haven't gone through it yourself, it can be very, very difficult. But today, we're discussing the problem that is the misunderstanding around health anxiety that leads the sufferer to feeling alone and lost. Finally, there's the stranger's perspective, right? Someone you don't know and someone who most likely hasn't gone through health anxiety themselves. The stranger says, get it all checked constantly, get it all checked out, which you should, of course, right? Until the structural problem is found, right? Maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Maybe it's this physical structural issue, maybe it's that. This is the stranger's perspective. Now, what we must understand, and this is the key, we as a society, I'm talking about friends, family, professionals, strangers, everybody on this planet, when it comes to the topic of health anxiety, we must step out of our own perceptions and into the ones of a health anxiety sufferer. One of the things that helped me more than anything was one person who took the time to read up on this particular issue, who took the time to listen to me, who took the time to solve this, what seems to be a riddle, quite easily. And this person wasn't going by their original instincts. Oh, they're here again. Oh, it's the same story. Oh, just get over it. Oh, are you just trying to gain some attention and all these things? And then, oh, you know, what worked for me was X. Well, it's a little different, right? These reactions, these kinds of words don't help a health anxiety sufferer, because the person hasn't stepped out of themselves and into the sufferer's perspectives. This is key. This is what we must do as a society in order for us to create proper support, intuitive and intellectual support for the health anxiety sufferer. When the health anxiety sufferer feels not so alone, they tend to give themselves permission to begin healing. And what they do is they begin setting the intention or the seed to heal. And what tends to happen after that is the information, the proper targeted information and the knowledge, the people, the influencers begin stepping into their lives. They're no longer as confused, because the confusion is because you're trying to do too much too soon. Instead, things begin to feel simpler. And the key to healing health anxiety is to find the structure, the targeted structure that heals your childhood traumas, that gets you to respond to fear better in the moment, and to never lose sight of the identity that you want to become and keeping yourself in check as you go about your day. Am I in fact this person? Am I thinking like this person? Am I speaking like this person? Am I acting like this person? Am I perceiving my symptoms like this person? My friends, we together, if you are listening to this video as a supporter or as a sufferer, we together can help the health, anxiety, healing process just by stepping into the mind, body, and spirit of the sufferer. There is tremendous amounts that you can do for the health, anxiety sufferer. Just make sure that you look back and recognize all the things that are not working. Because when you recognize the things that are not working, it will pave the way towards the things that will work. Because we'll begin to do the opposite of what we've done before. My friends, I want to hear from you. What's your comment? What's the biggest insight or the epiphany that you gained from this video? If you're suffering from health anxiety, comment below and let's chat, let's converse, and let's get you to become more than anxiety, one win at a time, one day at a time. Together, we will strengthen this new identity. Together, I will show you how to disidentify from the old and re-identify with self-love, self-worth, and self-respect. If you have any other questions on the #1 healing program out there right now for anxiety, head on over here and learn more about the Inner Circle. I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.